I reached out to John Michael Ream, who works with the organizations board, and talked to him a lot about what funding they currently have, how it's worked in the past, how it needed to work in the future, and really just decided that a $25,000 increase was the appropriate number to take that budget from $50,000 to $75,000. Since I've been a student at Auburn, we've had a surplus of about 100 organizations that have come on campus. So we felt like that was a great way to spend money from student activity fees and to continue to send that off to all these various organizations that could pull from that funding.
The Organizations Fund has been in existence for quite some time. Through the Student Government Senate, they allocate it as a part of their annual budget and finance process. But back in 2010, the fund was only $10,000, and so it's grown tremendously over the past 4 years through the dedication of SGA, but also through the creation of the Center for Student Organizations.
So how are budgets utilized by clubs today, I think, is an extremely important aspect to how successful you want your organization to be. It's extremely important to make sure that when you're setting a budget, you already have a goal in mind, like you know what you're working towards in the end, what do you want to accomplish at the end of the day. So for a smaller organization, it might be a small scale event for maybe 50 people or less. For a huge organization, it might be making sure that you have something that's equitable to 300 people coming. But regardless of the size of the event, how many people, and the name of your club, you've got to make sure that you have the funds to put it on.
We don't usually use a lot of funding. We've been considering applying for it recently as a couple of members have wanted to start expanding and maybe taking trips to film festivals. However, we haven't done that yet. So as of right now, we haven't really used a lot of organizational funding. We've been mainly, Film Society is just about watching movies, so we've really just been expanding by tapping into that.
If you can plan ahead, that's always the best, because it gives you the best opportunities to get room availability, and then it gives you plenty of time to plan. So that would probably be some of my best advice, would be to plan early.
We hope to be able to help organizations with a variety of different potential expenses. The operating expenses allow student organizations to pay for those basic operating costs it takes to even be existing. The pens, the paper, the publicity, recruitment information, just those nuts and bolts of things that you have to be ordered in order to be a successful organization. But we also want to see our organizations impacting the entire Auburn community and the campus body. So through the programming efforts, we hope that they can bring speakers and different events and educational opportunities that will be open to their organization members, but also hopefully to the campus-wide, so that more students can benefit. And then finally, the travel registration is a great way for organizations to go and present at conferences and learn and be trained by their national headquarters or whatnot. So those leaders are able to grow so that they can come back to campus and grow their organization and hopefully then in return reach out to more students.
We really like to help people out as much as we can because we think that students at Auburn do a lot of really great things, and we want to be able to make sure that they are able to do that. So just go ahead and go out and apply for it.